Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening if you're watching the replay. I'm Amanda Fowler of Inspiring Inking. Welcome to my studio. You may be here on Facebook or on YouTube and watching live or on the replay. Whenever you're watching, thank you so much for joining. If you are watching live, can you let me know? Can you see and hear me? Okay, is everything working? And let me know how you are and what is going on with your world. Last week I talked a lot about taking a little bit of time for yourself. So did you do that last week? Did you take a little bit of time out? And if so, what did you do? What did you get up to this week? I've got hiccups. So I've had them all morning. So I'll have a slurp of my tea and see if that helps. So let's see who's here. So Jen is here. Brilliant. Good to see you. She's saying hello to everyone, as does Karen. And I'm all okay. That's great to know, Karen. Karen, I had a missed call from you earlier. I was live. Do you want to ping me an email and let me know if there's something I can help with? Good afternoon, Evelyn. How is Germany? Good afternoon, Roz and Michelle. Morning, says Deborah. She's in Calgary, in Alberta, and you've moved your clocks forwards. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so what you will need to know, Deborah, is our clocks go forward in 2 weeks' time. So a week on Sunday, the 24th, 5th. It's Mothering Sunday here in the UK. It's probably a completely different date for you guys. So obviously our time zones will change, and the same for you, Evelyn. I don't know whether you're going to move your clocks forward in Germany as well. So it's this weird time of year, isn't it, where everyone's clocks are changing at different times. Good afternoon, Lynn and Donna. Oz is in the house as well. Anita's in the house. Oh no, Evelyn's saying it is raining cats and dogs in Germany. Sorry to hear that. It's actually been sunny here this morning. It's I don't know whether it's warm. I haven't actually set foot outside. But out of the window, it looks sunny. Deborah's saying she Googled when we moved our clocks forward. That's really good, because I got caught out yesterday with a Stamping Up leadership call. It's normally 9 p.m. our time. And when I logged in at 9 o'clock, it had happened at 8 o'clock. So it completely baffled me. Hello, Lorraine. Good morning, Gail. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. So last week I asked you, no, I don't know that I asked you, I recommended that you all took some time out for yourselves. Did anybody take some time out for themselves? Has anybody done something that has, just something for them? Put their feet up, read a book, the craziness that is our world. So, yeah, Judith's made it. Hello. Karen saying it is warm outside. She lives just up the road from me, so she's obviously been outside. Yes, Gail. First time you've caught me live. Yeah, Gail, I thought your name was new. So thank you so much. So where are you, Gail? Where do you live? Donna said she watched a movie on Netflix. That's good. And Evelyn's always reading books. Yeah, Evelyn, that's me too. Always got my nose in my Kindle. I do like real books as well, but I often read on my Kindle. So Yippee Zippy Zing, that is such a cool YouTube name, is waving from Michigan. Let me say it correctly, Michigan. And they're at work. So shh. I hope you've got your earplugs in. So Gail's in central New York. So you're joining us in the morning then, Gail. Jan's here as well. Lovely weather in in Oxford. Evelyn prefers real books. Yeah, I do. It's just space. And the issue that I have is I read very quickly. My husband says that's because I only read like every other line. I do read really quickly. But yeah, so Kindle it is. Apparently, yippee zippy zing. I'm never going to be able to say that. But her laughing is, or his laughing is going to give the game away. So let's have a look. Oh, Deborah says she made a number of cards and did a mailer card on Monday. Oh, tried to read a new book called Remember by Lisa Genova. I don't know that book, but not much success in getting into it. Yeah, you see, that is the problem. I've I have Kindle Unlimited, or which basically works like a library. So you can borrow up to 10 books, and then when you've finished, you just kind of send them back to the library, and then you get some more out. And the last few books that I've been picking up are just, I call them nonsense novels, kind of, just light-hearted reading. And I'm picking all the books at the moment that have crochet in them. So they're craft stores or yarn or knitting or whatever is, in the book title, then that's what I'm picking. It makes for easy reading. So there we go. Oh no. So Roz is saying the dog's keeping her up because her husband's been working away. So she's absolutely exhausted. Oh, that's sad. It's sad that the doggy's missing him, but sad that you're up in the middle of the night as well. Lorraine's been making her way through her unfinished Christmas retreat projects. Brilliant. You're going to be ahead of the game, ready for next year. Evelyn saying she's very quick with reading. That's why our house is stuffed with books. Yes. Mine's got a lot of books too. Roz says she always reads for an hour before bed and usually has a couple of books on the go. You see, yeah, I can't do that. I can have like a business building book or a, I don't know, personal development kind of book, but I can't have 2 novels on the go at once. Yeah, that's just too confusing for me. Oh, okay. Deborah's saying the book that she's struggling to get into is about the science of memory and the art of forgetting. She wrote Still Alice, which was made into a movie. Yeah, I believe Still Alice was about dementia. I haven't seen that either. Good afternoon, Janice. So Evelyn says she even reads cookery books like thrillers. So every Christmas, one of my Christmas presents from my husband is always a cookery book. And that's what I spend my Christmas afternoon doing. Curled up on the sofa, reading cover to cover a cookery book. So yeah, I completely understand that. Margaret's been to the library to get some new books. So yeah, so that's good. Okay, so I have a few things to tell you. I have a few things to show you. I have an Easter bunny bag / box to make, which is going to make you giggle. So that's good. And I've got so much chocolate here. You are not going to believe it. So, so yeah, we'll get to the chocolate in a minute. And actually, I could really do with some chocolate, but we will get to the chocolate in a minute. So, okay, so I've got some Stamping Up updates to start with. If you are on my customer email list, you will be getting an email from me this afternoon. If you are not on my email list, email me and I'll pop you on the list. So my email address is up there at the moment, amanda@inspiringinking.com, and I can put you on the mailing list. Or if you prefer, let's put this one up. You can go to my website and then there's like a mailing list sign up. Either way, doesn't matter. You can do either way, and I'll pop you on the mailing list. But you're going to be getting an email from me this afternoon, tea time, depends. But it will be coming out today. And it's giving you some information that we received from Stamping Up today, which is there's going to be an increase in shipping. So from the 1st of April, so 2 weeks-ish time, shipping in the UK is going to increase from $4.95 flat rate shipping to $6.95. Going to be an increase of £2 per delivery. Obviously, that's a large increase, but basically it's to do with global shipping. Stamping Up isn't making any money on the shipping. It's just covering its costs. And those of you that have been with me for a long time will know it has not increased in 10 years. The shipping cost has been the same for the past 10 years. So just to kind of give you that information, so that will be in the email, but there is additional information in the email as well to say that we are getting a new catalogue. So hang on. So this catalogue, so the annual catalogue, the big book, so the thick book, this finishes on the 3rd of May. Now, normally we get a retiring list at the beginning of May. No, at the beginning of April. We get it a month before, beginning of April. It's actually launching this time on the 23rd of March, which is next week. So demonstrators will get to see the new catalogue on the 3rd of March, which is a really good reason why you should join my team, because you get to see the catalogue really early. So I forgot. This is just, oh no. So the retiring list, so the catalogue, so demonstrators are seeing the catalogue on the 23rd. The last chance list is also going to be released on the 23rd. So any products that are leaving the catalogue will be on the last chance list. There may be discounts, I don't know. We never know until it goes live. But that's going to go live on the 23rd. As soon as I get that information, whether I get it in advance or whatever, as soon as I get it, I will send it out to you. So long as I've got your email address, you're on my mailing list, you will get that information. I do usually put it on my blog and things, but it's normally the following day because of trying to, get all the technology and stuff to sort out. So it is going to be a busy old time with a catalogue launch and a retired list going live. So there might be, technical difficulties. You know what it's like. It's like going for a big sale, isn't it? Sometimes, there are a few bumps along the road. So don't be surprised if you can't get on or whatever. But just keep trying. It always sorts itself out after the first few minutes. So don't worry if you can't get online straight away. Online is the best place. Actually, the online store is the best place to see where the discounts are. It's much better than, reading the emailed list that I'm going to send you. But, you can kind of do both. So that is important. Now, tied in with that, I've been talking for weeks about the retiring in colours. So the colour family that's got Misty Moonlight in it. Been talking for weeks about that. Make sure you get your cardstock and your re-inkers and your ink pads and so on for those colours because they're going. Again, I still don't know if there's going to be a colour refresh. Nobody's telling us anything. So I guess we'll find out next week. So there's so many things. I need to take a breath. So you need to know about the 23rd of March. There is also going to be some price increases in the catalogue. Again, we've had no price increases for 2 years, 3 years, I think. And, cardstock and ink and glue and paper and so on, all of those raw material costs have gone up. Obviously, the shipping costs have gone up. The manufacturing costs have gone up. The cost of fuel has gone up, all of those things. So there will be some price increases. Again, I don't know. I don't know how much it's going to be, and I won't know until it's live, until the catalogue's live. So again, once I know what there is, obviously I'll let you know. If there's a bit of a jump in price of cardstock, or like our key coordinating products, cards, ink and paper, then there might be a run on those products. So if you're working on a big project, or you're working on wedding invitations or whatever, just make sure you've ordered the stuff that you want this week, because that's important to make sure that you've got those things. And then, of course, all of those things are going to have a knock-on effect. And I'm sure lots of you will go to the point, okay, so shipping's going up and the cardstock's going up. I am sure you've seen that the Royal Mail prices are going up. So last year, if I sent one of my normal craft along parcels, it would have been £1.40. It's now £1.65. So, lots of things are going up. So it is going to have a knock-on effect on my classes and events. What that knock-on effect is, I don't know. Because until I know the prices, I can't cost it. Until I cost it, I can't work out what I can provide and how I can make sure that you are getting the best value, because that's what you deserve. But I have to obviously work it all out. So there is likely to be either a cost increase or an order level, or there could be increases with my classes and events. I don't know. So I just need to do the maths. So once I've done that, I will let you all know about that. I've put in the email that I'm sending. Any price changes won't take effect till the 1st of May. So for my classes and events. So it will give me time to do the maths and so on. So, yeah, price increases everywhere, sadly, and I'm sure that you're well aware of that. So, shall we talk about chocolate? It's much more exciting to talk about chocolate. Let me just check here on the messages. Ciao, Paul. Italy is in the house. Hello, Julie. Roz is saying she quite understands. Postage is going up, but the products are still worth it. Thank you, Roz. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's why I still do what I do. I love the products. Our coordination is amazing. And, you know, you get me to appear in your television screen or your computer screen and chatter on about crafting. Lynn's here. She's working as well. Oh, Evelyn, absolutely. So Evelyn's saying, so long as the biggest problems that we have are price increases and postage, that's okay with everything else that's going on in the world. Absolutely, Evelyn. And we talked about that a lot last week. So, right, let's talk about chocolate. Because, okay, so I just want to say that this is one of my favorite Easter chocolates. It's the Lindt Gold Bunny. It's little. Okay. Oh, you can hear the bell. This is a milk chocolate one. They normally do dark chocolate ones as well. Yeah, very cool. Then we have the Cadbury's Cream Egg. Now these are awesome, but they're not as good as they used to be. So those of you that love these, let me know. Do you think these cream eggs are as good as the ones that we had about 6 years ago? I think the answer is going to be no. So I don't know who bought Cadbury's out, but the chocolate is not as good as it used to be. So I have quite a few cream eggs in here. Now, these, let me, can you tell? All the packets are open. Quality control. So these are Lindor double chocolate. They are teeny. So comparison. So I always compare. So a cream egg is the size of a normal chicken egg. And so, yeah, teeny. These are double chocolate. I'm just going to eat one just to kind of explain. So they have sort of a ganache in the middle. They are yummy. But they're double chocolate. So it says double chocolate. So the outside is milk chocolate. The inside is dark chocolate. Very yummy. Then we have the bunnies. So there are two bunnies here. So there's the Kit Kat bunny. Oh, no. Maltese. The Kit Kat bunny. I mean, if I hide my face, will it? I don't know. I'm going to have to open them, aren't I? Oh no. I've deared the Kit Kat bunny. Poor thing. Look, right. So that is very cute. That is a very cute. So I haven't eaten one of these, but clearly I'm going to in a few minutes because I've opened the packet. So that's the Kit Kat bunny, but let me show you the Maltese bunny because it's different. And let me, you see, because it's not got any features. So I really like. Can you see? It's got like a little face, and it's got Kit Kat on its paws. Look. Obviously, it looks a lot better with its ears on. Very cute. But yeah, so Maltese bunny. I really, really dislike Maltesers. They set my teeth on edge. Not a fan at all. But the Malteser bunnies. I don't know what to do with all this open chocolate now. The Malteser bunnies are, the Maltesers are broken up a bit inside it, so it's not as bad. Deborah, this is your fault. She wants to know if the Kit Kat bunny is tasty. Oh, yeah. Because it's solid chocolate inside. Right. You know, I have been looking forward to doing this all week. Right, so you can get these mini mixes. So these are little versions of the cream egg, dairy milk, which is mainly chocolate, white, which is kind of weird. Let me show you. You bite it in half. It's nasty. It's got hazelnut cream in. Yeah. I'd forgotten that. I wouldn't have eaten it if I'd remembered. So, Ferrero Rocher, those seashells with the, oh, anyway, not my favourites. And then there's also these ones, which is the Dime Bar. I like those ones. Oh, I'm going to have to drink my tea now. Right. Oh. So if you like, I've got to take the taste away of that horrible hazelnut thing. Look. So this is good. This is a really good, solid little egg, but that is, well, I got chocolate all around my face now. That is just so good. Okay. So there's more. Can you believe it? There's more. So, oh, I'm not opening these. And the reason is these are Brian's favourites. So these are mini eggs and they are chocolate inside and hard sugar on the outside. They are his absolute favourites. But I am going to open these because these are going to be the same. Now, these are new. I have not seen these mini eggs. And it's a paper packet. That's so cool. But these are, so here's a question for you. In the world of Smarties, around the world, do the orange ones taste of orange? Because here in the UK, orange Smarties taste of orange. So these are orange Smartie eggs. And they're going to be really hard for me to bite. Oh, and they're my favourite orange. So this is what the mini eggs are like. It's like a hard sugar shell. Oh, so good. Deborah's saying your Smarties don't have orange flavour in them. That's shocking. Yeah. Yep. These are going to be new favourites. Okay. Last. I haven't seen these either. Jelly baby chicks. Oh, so Jason's saying that in the US, your Smarties are something totally different. Yeah, so I know in Canada, I think they can get Smarties. Oh, this is disappointing. I'm sad now. All this chocolate, I've been so excited. And look, that's like just not any good. You know what I'm going to have to do now? Lick it. Because it's covered in icing sugar or powdered sugar in the US. So there you go. Can you see that now? That's not really very... I mean, it's kind of got a little chick beak and it's in a little egg. It tastes good though. Jelly babies do taste good. Okay. Now I'm high as a kite on sugar. I will move all this stuff. But, you need to go and get yourself some chocolate. Chocolate does make things better. So, let's have a look. Hi, Tina. Okay, so there's lots of laughter going on about my quality control skills. Jan saying she loves milk chocolate of any sort. Lorraine loves Maltesers, but not cream eggs. Apparently, Judith saying I'm an Easter chocolate expert. Oh, that's bad. That's a bad joke. That's very good. Lorraine saying mini eggs are her favourite. Evelyn saying she needs to go to get some chocolate tomorrow, quick. Right, so Deborah's saying she wouldn't be a fan of the orange in the chocolate. Oh, yeah. So Deborah's saying you can get Smarties. So it's M&Ms. So in the US, you probably have M&Ms. Smarties are awesome. I've made Margaret hungry. Claire's really fancying chocolate. And Tina's saying, thank you for taking one for the team. Yeah, look. I did that. It's rubbish. I don't want to eat that ever again. I'm going to hide them or put them in the bin. Right, okay. So since we've just had a bit of nonsense, because, you know, we all need a giggle, don't we? I'm going to show you 2 things that won't make you giggle, because you'll be very impressed with them. So the first thing is, this is a card from the lovely Sally that she sent me this week, which is a really, really kind. And I love this stamp set. And I just want to show you the stamp set. It's called In the Moment. And I know quite a lot of you actually have it already, but I just want to draw your attention to it. So this image here, this image here is the one on the card. And she's done paper piecing. So she's actually, the lady's shirt and trousers are actually cut out of patterned paper. But I love this kind of beach thing. Doesn't hurt that she's got a glass of wine in her hand. And then this one, this image here, with the dog snuggled up and the lady reading a book. So it's just such a really nice set. And then dropped through the door today, the lovely Michelle, she left me some beautiful yellow roses on my doorstep this morning, which was really kind. They're my favourite. So it's just, I mean, I love flowers. Who doesn't love getting flowers? But yellow roses are my absolute favourite. But she also left this beautiful card. I've not seen a card made like this before. So it's got a lovely little tag inside that can be used as a bookmark, which is awesome. And then this is kind of like a little kimono. And it's folded paper. So the belly band comes off. And let me just cover over the words inside a sec. And then it kind of opens up. So she's got writing here. But it makes like I said, like a little kimono. So I may have to dismantle it and show you how to make it. So maybe we'll do that next week. Isn't that cool? What do you reckon? Do you want to learn how to make that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so today's project, and the reason for all the Easter chocolate was because I'm going to fill it with cream eggs when I'm done. So is an Easter bunny bag kind of bag thing, box. I haven't decided whether it's a box or a bag yet. So there is a little story about this. So I taught my team how to make it last month at team training. And you know, when you make something and you look at it and you think, there's something not quite right about it. And, you know, it's fine, but it's, you know, it's not quite right. And it's been sat on my desk for, I don't know, 3 weeks. And basically the bunny looks like it's demented. It just looks like it's a bit mad. So I'm going to show it to you. It is a bunny that probably only its mother could love. But I have improved. I have improved his face for the upcoming version. So let me show you. Let me show you the slightly demented bunny. I mean, he's kind of cute, but equally, yeah, probably a face only a mother could love. So the front bit lifts up like that, and then you've got some twine to hold it closed. And if I show you the base, so that's why I'm saying it's kind of a box, it's kind of a bag. But he is cute, but not as cute as the one that we're going to make. He does look a bit odd, doesn't he, really? So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around and teach you how to make him. And we'll go from there. Okay, so let's... Okay, so can you hear me? Okay, still. Oh dear. Yeah, there's quite a lot of giggling going on. I'm not entirely sure whether giggling is because he's cute or because he's demented, because he does look a bit weird. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, right, I've got to move all the chocolate again now. So, all of the measurements will be, I want to see down there. So, if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube or on my blog later on today, I will put all of the measurements down below, and you'll be able to get the measurements from there. So that will be easy. So I'm using, what colour is this? Blushing Bride. I'm going to be working in inches, but I will give you the centimetre versions for those of you working in centimetres. So I'm cutting the card to 11.5 inches by 8. And if you're working in centimetres, so that'll be 21 by 29 centimetres. And then with the 8-inch or the 21 centimetres at the top, you are going to score at 2 3/4 and 6, or 7 centimetres and 16 centimetres. And then I'm still laughing at the comments. Oh dear, I'll wait until you've finished. Finished putting comments on, and I'll read them all in a minute. So then we're going to score with the long bit at the top at 2 3/4, 5.5, 8 1/4, and 11. So if you are working in centimetres, that will have been 7, 14, 21, and 28 centimetres. So I'm just going to reinforce all these score lines. Okay, so hopefully you can see. So you've got a square section, which is the base. You've got a rectangle, which is bigger than the other spaces. That's the body bit. And then this smaller piece is the lid. Now, when you cut the lid down, so if you want this lid bit to be perfectly symmetrical and nice and even and all those things, then you can draw round something to make it so. If you want to do it Amanda's way, you just kind of chop it in a general corner, really. I'll show you. I'll cut one corner and then cut the other. But the important thing to know is that the lid that folds down is the furthest away from the glue tab. So can you see that glue tab? So if you can see, you've got one section, you've got the front section, you've got the side section, and this section is the furthest away from the glue tab. So this is your glue tab here, the little bit. So this piece here is your flap. So what you want to do is just cut down there and cut all of this section off. Now don't throw this away because we're going to use it for the ears and stuff in a bit. Okay, so this is the piece that we're going to make rounded. So all I'm going to do is just curve it like that. And then I'm going to take the bit I've just chopped off and pop it here. And obviously you could do something really sensible, which is like draw around it. Or you can just snip it with a pair of scissors. Like this. And just, you know, kind of even it up. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to snip up and take this section off. So the only piece it's going to glue is this tiny tab. And then we're going to cut all of these sections up because this is going to make the base. And this is such an easy thing. So let me just scroll up. Okay, so lots of requests for that kimono fold card. So that's great because that's what we can do next week. Lots of people saying that bunny is cute. Looks like somebody's first boyfriend. He looks a bit stupid like some of the students do. Oh, Evelyn. Is that when they're confused? Yeah, all good. Gail says it looks like her cat on catnip. And Donna wants to know if the poor bunny chased a parked bus. Yeah. So, Evelyn has had a really good suggestion, which is to use the corner rounder on there. And I think the corner rounder would work, but can you see how curved that bit is? It does give him a little bit more dimension. So it would just be a bit more square. But I think, to be honest, if you're just going to use something like this, so you just get a nice rounded edge instead of a kind of wonky random rounded edge, which is what you've got on mine. Okay, so what I am going to do now is this is going to stick together like so. And this piece here is going to be the front. So that's going to be the last piece. I'm just going to fold it up like that. That's going to be the last piece that gets glued down. So these three pieces here, I'm just going to trim off a tiny triangle off each edge. Just so that it just means it will just sit a little bit nicer. Okay. So I'm going to put tape on here just because it's easier and I know it'll grab. Now this as a little bag on its own is really cool. So you can just make it as a little bag on its own. So let me just, so I'm going to fold it that way. So remember, this is the bit that's going to the front. So I'm going to pop that one in. Get my Tombow. Pop that down. A little bit more. And then this piece is going down last. So one of the awesome things about a box like this is it's got 4 layers of cardstock at the base. That means you can put a lot of chocolate in there. So in order to make the shape, you can see the shape there, put your fingers in and squash this. And you've got to squash it all the way so they meet. Can you see? You see they meet there. And then you need a heavy duty hole punch. Now I'm using my Crocodile, which we used to sell. It's actually a Stampin' Up one. We don't sell them anymore, sadly. But if you go on to, the big box stores, you'll be able to find one. They're made by We Are Memory Keepers. But this will easily go through 4 layers of cardstock. So then I'm going to use some of this silver thread. This is from the Elegant Trim. Not in it though. It's from the Elegant Trim and you get gold and silver. And normally this type of trim is elastic, but this one isn't. It's really solid. So squash it back together again so you can just go through all 4 bits of cardstock all at once. Like that. And then, obviously, before you tie it up, you find your chocolate and you put some in. Oh, look. Dairy milk ones. Can we get 2? No, we're not going to be able to get 2 cream eggs in there. That's sad. But we will be able to get some more of these ones in. Not those nasty, horrible white ones. Oh. Yeah. That works. Look at all the wrappers. I'm going to have to deny all knowledge of eating that chocolate when Brian gets home tonight. I'll be like, where's all that chocolate come from? Oh, it's taste testing. So give it a good tie up. Pull it up tight. I'm going to have to take another egg out. That's sad, isn't it? There we go. I have to take another one out because I want it to tie up tight so his face works properly. Right. Okay. Right. We are all good. Okay, so now I'm going to work on his face or her face because, Pink Bunny could be a girl. So what I want to show you is to give you a little bit of a sneak peek, actually. For those of you that are doing craft along this month, we are using this product suite. Let me show you. It is page 49. We are using this product suite, which is called Abstract Beauty. So in your kit, you're going to be getting, let me just move this out of the way. You're going to be getting these papers. Now, these are a different size of paper to what we normally have. These are 4x6s and they have gold foiling on them. So I'm just going to quickly show you. So one side is plain and the other side has got gold foiling on. But you've got kind of abstract patterns, watercolor wash patterns that's got like a grid on it. Love that. Spots, stripes. Of course, that's my favorite paper. Spots and then black and white and gold. Love that kind of effect. And then this one as well. There is one more. I'm actually going to use that for the ears. Oh, which is this one? And again, it has got gold foiling on it, and then that's on the back. So that's the papers. There's a stamp set and dies, and this has got like abstract images. And the dies themselves are amazing. And the reason I brought them out was because I've used one of the circle dies. So I haven't got everything here, but there are different size circles and hexagons. And, you know, you can cut the hexagon out solidly like that, or you can layer them and make frames. But there's a few frames like this one that cut and emboss at the same time. So that is really, really lovely. And like I said, and the stamp set's really cool as well. So when your craft along kit appears, you will see all those things in it. So I need some paper. We need the oval punch. I've got so much stuff in my basket. And there we go. Okay. So I die cut these little circles. So the first thing I decided that was wrong with my bunny was these little pouchy bits were too big. So I'm making slightly smaller ones. Also, his eyes weren't right. So I'm going to change all of that. So the first thing I'm going to do is punch out 2 ears. And let's go this way. And although with this you can punch out both at the same time, if you cut your paper down, you can just cut one piece at a time. So we're going to cut 2 of those. That's the insides of his ears. So let me show you here. It's maybe better to see on the back. So I've actually stuck the patterned paper on the inside and then cut it and stuck them on the back. So we'll do that bit first. Take care, Lorraine. She's heading off. Roz is saying she loves the papers. Me too. So I'm just going to cut up and then overlap it. So let me just show you. Overlap it, and then it gives you that kind of curved bit. Now, the easiest way to get that to stick together is to use a glue dot, because it just grabs and works really well. And then what I do is I bend this piece. So then that's flat and it will stick easily on the back. I'll do the same here. Okay, so there are his ears. We've got his little cheeks. I'm going to make his eyes next. So I'm just taking a white oval. I'm just cutting it in half. And then I'm taking, these are the gold rhinestones, and I've coloured them in with the blends markers. Now, it doesn't give full coverage. So sometimes with these, Sharpie markers work really, really well. The blends as a permanent marker will work, but not as well. So I'm going to have it so that the little bunny is looking that way. Okay, so then I'm going to use a marker pen just to draw like a little blue line. Look, just give his eye a little bit more dimension. Deborah's asking about the circles. I will tell you how big they are. They are I'm trying to tell you how big they are. They are a tiny, tiny bit over an inch. So I'd say an inch, 2.5 centimeters. So then from that same set of dies, so I got those from the dies, from that same set of dies are these little triangles. So I thought a little blue triangle would work nicely for his nose. And then we're going to go for teeth and whiskers. So let me just move that. So you can see I'm building up his little face, look. So for his teeth, I've just cut a little rectangle. Actually, I think I'm going to cut something a bit smaller. And then I'm just going to cut a tiny V shape for his teeth. So you can see there's a little tiny gap in there. And that is going to go underneath here. Like that. Or obviously you could put like a little tongue if you want. So like so. And then I'm just going to put a few dots on his cheeks, like where his whiskers come out. Now, I haven't yet decided whether or not I'm going to put whiskers on, but I'll show you how to make whiskers. So you just take a little strip, and it's kind of the width of my finger, And then just cut into the center lots and lots and lots of different sizes of strips. And then just give them a little scrinkle up. It's not even a word, is it? Scrumple, wrinkle, scrinkle. It's a new word. I shall trademark it immediately. One of Amanda's new words, scrinkle. Right. So there you go. So there's the second set. And then we're just going to cut that in half. So then half, we'll go underneath there. And half will go underneath there. These might be a bit wide for his little cheeks, but we'll see. Okay, so all we're going to do now is build. Okay. So we're going to get dimensionals to stick his ears on. Now, this time, I'm going to bend his ear back a little bit, or her ear back a bit, and I'm going to put them slightly to the side. I haven't quite decided where his ears need to go. I'm just kind of bend it back. You see, I think that looks a bit. I think that looks a bit better, look, than straight up and down. Every time I look at that. Oh, dear me. It's a face only a mother could love, huh? Right. So we're going to put his little whisker, cheeky bits down. Now, these pieces are important because this is what is going to keep this piece down. So positioning them far enough down. I've forgotten an important point, an important thing. Right, hold on. I've got to go and get sponged over. I'm just going to run downstairs. Oh. I needed that exercise after all that chocolate I'd eaten. Sponge dauber. Really important part. Put a sponge, go round the edges of the cheeks. It will make them pop from the front. Obviously now I've got to put another dimensional on. Thanks, Evelyn. She's saying my explanations are excellent. Thanks. Okay. So, look, let me pop that down. Right, let me just show you. Look how much of a difference that gives it. So, it is important. I would use the same colour ink. I have no idea what colour this is on this sponge dauber. It's just on my desk. It's a pink of some variant, but okay. So then we're going to use a mini dimensional for the nose. And then I'm going to put a glue dot teeth. I'll just kind of squish that down. There we go. Okay. It's a bit wonky. So then I'm going to put his eyes on, and I'm just going to glue them and just pop them about. Let's have a look. Yeah, about there. And then we've got to decide, are whiskers or no whiskers? Let me just show you. He's a little bit cuter, isn't he? I think so. Oh dear. Oh, right. So the question is, are whiskers or no whiskers? I'm not sure that he needs whiskers, actually. Let me just show you with the whiskers. So let's have a consensus of opinion while I'm just trying to tidy up and not move all the cardstock onto the half-eaten chocolate that's at the end of the desk that will get eaten imminently. Oh, so yeah, lots of voting for no whiskers. Yeah, you see, I think he could be more mouse-like, couldn't he? So, no whiskers? No whiskers. Ah, could cut them in half. Yes. I think you could be right, Lynn, because I think his whiskers could be a bit big. So let's try smaller whiskers. Oh. My mum's saying skinny whiskers. So, Mum, I've just... sorry, Pauline to everybody else, but Mum, did you say Dad was actually watching me on YouTube? You're watching me on Facebook. That's funny. If he is, hi, Dad. I'll bring some of that chocolate up with us when we come and visit. Yeah, so lots of... Ooh, cuter whiskers. Yeah, you see, these are cute whiskers. Okay. So what I'm going to do is scrumple these a bit more, because I think a bit more scrumpliness is always better. How about that? Yeah. All right. So let's go with cute small whiskers. Thank you so much. Oh, the whiskers should go up. Oh. And Deborah's saying, if you want to fiddle, use thread or linen thread or twine. That would work. Yeah. What, further up like that? Oh, further up like that. Oh, no. Is that what you mean, Evelyn? So like that? Oh. There's so many choices. What do we think? Higher up whiskers? Lower down whiskers? No whiskers. I'm going to carry on putting them where they were, but I think we need a final vote. Lower down. Yeah, right. Okay. I think we did it. So look, we took a very slightly demented rabbit and made a much cuter one. But you see, this is the whole point of a design process. You know, you start out with something and then you improve it. And I guess so. One of the real reasons I wanted to show this to you was because sometimes we make something like this, we make it, and we're kind of okay and happy with it, but then we look at it again and we actually aren't happy with it. And I think sometimes we then get disheartened about what we've made, and then we kind of give up. But if you don't give up and you carry on playing, you get like a cute bunny. So, Deborah, that's so funny. So when I showed this to Brian, he said it looks like a husky. So I am going to make a puppy version, I think. So there you go. So there we go. And as has been said, this one's got a little belly full of chocolate, which is never a bad thing. Okay, so I am going to love you and leave you for this week. Like I said earlier, watch out for your email later on today. And to be honest, look out for your emails for the next week or 10 days or so, because as soon as I get information, I will be letting you know. So once again, if you are not on my mailing list, and you can be on my mailing list anywhere in the world, if you pop over to my blog, which is www.inspiringinking.com, and click the newsletter email list, then I'll pop you on that list. And then you'll get all of my updates. All of the products that you've seen today are available in my online Stampin' Up store, and there will be links to those in the description below, as will all of the measurements, but probably not until later today. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I will be back here next Tuesday at 2 o'clock UK time. So for all of my international friends, we do not change our clocks for another 2 weeks. So whatever time it was an hour ago is the time that I'll be starting next week as well. And then the clocks change and it'll be an hour earlier probably. I always get confused. Spring forward and fall back, isn't it? So we lose an hour. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whatever it'll be an hour different. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next week. Goodbye.